improved.
I like to start off with checking the characteristics and leveling up. It's a good way to get going. So Anna leveled up as a thief. 4 hit points, 20 thief skill points. Now we had a lot of traps actually in the Modron maze. So I don't know. Doors or traps? We have a spell that can open any door actually. Let's put it on traps. Otherwise she seems pretty unchanged. Okay. And Nordum, the fighter, level 7. Let's see if he gets another attack or... Fighting, saving throws have improved, fighting skills have improved, 12 hit points. Yep, 1/2 attack increase. So that is something. Pretty good. Now I'm just waiting for the nameless one to level up, because at mage level 12 we should get an intellect and or wisdom boost. I don't quite remember from the rules, but you should get some increase in characteristics. That would be pretty sweet. So we're just 80,000 XP off.
Endure. In enduring, grow strong.
Yeah. So let's have a look at our inventory. This awesome scroll. Mechanus cannon. Bunch of blood charms. Oh yeah, healing scroll. Scroll will heal even the most critical of wounds. It disintegrates into powder when used. Actually, it will only heal 33 hit points. Once, or... Guess we'll find out. Dakon's always getting hit, so... Yeah, we have 3 portal lenses. Portal lenses really great items. They sell for 3,200 copper, at least the first one you sell to a store. And that's a lot of cash. So Nordum's ocular. I guess this bags of coins and whatnot. Not that useful. Stained lens. Last stained lens was a beer goggle. One of these useless goggles. Cube-shaped bolts. See if we can identify it. Yes, bolts of Akron. So we have 20 bolts of Keswick the Devourer, 30 bolts of Whistling Doom, and 20 bolts of Acheron. So Bolts of Whistling Doom. Two to 5 piercing +1. 2 to 5 crushing +1. Causes stunning. Okay. These bolts are all more powerful. We can use them if we need to against some powerful enemy. Yeah, so I'm thinking what to do. What to do today, actually. And I guess we're going to go to the Great Foundry and check out the Godsmen faction. That we haven't done yet. And I'm not exactly sure how we're gonna use this handkerchief with Kasaiser's blood. We have to find some way of opening a portal to Ravel. Actually, I can't remember who it was who gave us a hint how to reach Ravel. That's why we have the journal. It was Quell, actually. He suggested I go to the brothel of slaking intellectual lusts in search of the key to Ravel's maze. So maybe he can tell me something. We have some useless items we can get rid of, I think. These goodies and magic items and bags of coins and clues. Don't think we're gonna need them. Stained lens. Really don't have enough lore skill to... Oops. Beer goggles. Guess we can't sell these items. Portal lenses. Seem to be random drops of portal lenses. So if we need cash again later, we can always go back to the Modron maze, I guess. Actually, I never talked to the Modrons after defeating the wizard construct. Maybe we can't go back. Anyway, we're here at the marketplace, so
Done.
I guess that means that I intended to sell this stuff here. And Alec was the magic item vendor. Scroll of Mechanus Cannon, 4,800 coppers. Oh no. No, we're not gonna sell our Mechanus Cannon spell. That was too awesome. Yeah, we can't sell the goodies. Can sell portal lenses, however. So if I... Yes, I can sell 2. Interesting thing, if I sell 1, the price went down when I tried to sell the second one. If I sell them at the same time, maybe. Let's sell. Awesome. Our quest for more coppers is progressing nicely. Cranium rat charm. Wow. The bolts of Kasich the Devourer are worth quite a lot, actually. 8,000 coppers. Doesn't buy the oculars. Which is a bit sad because we have a better ocular here actually, times eyepiece. +3 to hit armor class 0 for missile weapons. Which is pretty sick. It gives the wearer the ability to see a few seconds into the future. Always a useful skill to have. I guess Kasich's teeth are pretty like +4 to hit armor class 0. The lengthiest backstory ever. I was actually reading the entire backstory for these bolts. I was wondering when it was going to stop. Well, we have lots and lots of coppers. I don't know, want to sell these bolts? Probably not. Probably use them for something later.
All right.
Okay, so with all these coppers, what are we going to buy? Let's go to the curiosity shop and have a look. Oh yeah, we're in the lower ward. I really love Nordum's like running animation.
Nordum, how come you never reload your crossbows?
They do not require reloading. They are always ready to fire.
That must be handy.
Mort. Morning. Friday morning and the last Planescape session for the week. Let's see here. So we haven't done much yet. We've just sold 2 of the portal lenses for 6,400 coppers, and now we're going to see what we can spend it on.
Done.
Let's see, I just have to alt tab quickly here. There we go. There was a period when I was playing this game when we had constant crashes entering buildings. But I was doing offline recording then, so yeah, didn't bother anyone but me. But and I had to look it up how to resolve it, and actually the solution proved to be hex editing the exe file for the game. So this has been quite a project
Done.
to play, actually.
All right.
So let's have a talk with Rishika. Check the weapons and charms. Hammer of comminution, no, I don't think so. Acid damage. We do not use hammers. Lens of inherent viciousness. +2 damage, +2 to missile weapons. Thing is, we have a lens that gives us plus armor class and +3 to missile weapons, so no. Might want Cloud Kill though. Yeah, I think we want to buy Cloud Kill. Heart of the Foster can only be used by evil and neutral characters. Summons a Sawmian. Sawmian, we fought a Sawmian in the Undersigil. According to planar scholars, the Sawmian are fiendish horses said to have been born from the blood of the last of the Nightmare Lords. They're not so much flesh and blood as an abstract given substance. They come to anyone who seeks revenge and bind themselves to them. It is said that gripping the heart of the Sawmian and wishing harm upon another will cause them to appear. The Sawmian will answer the user's call and fade into the mist from which they came. Basically, we can summon those creepy horses. I don't know. Ashes of the Pabulum summons Trelons, I don't know. And those were also found in the Undersigil. We're fighting them. To unlock the power of these ashes, one only needs to stir them with the index finger of the left hand. Then sprinkle a pinch of the ashes into the air in a circular pattern. But it doesn't say how many uses you get, so... Oh yeah, the Mechanus scroll, we're not gonna sell that. We are, however, gonna sell these oculars that we don't need. Nordum's ocular. We have 2 of Nordum's ocular. 2 magnifying lenses. Beer goggles. Sell everything. Yeah, in order to use that scroll of Mechanus cannon, we're definitely gonna have to level up quite a bit. I'm actually unsure what level we need to unlock. I think it was 8th level spell or something similar. I'm betting that we will need quite a high level anyway. Shackles of Light. I'm not really using these limited use items. Guess I should be using them more often. Chain Lightning Storm. This was like I was playing Lands of Lore before this, also an RPG, very different though. And I was saving up all these rods and stuff, and then we had the boss fight, and I had an insane amounts of like free magic casting items, so I was just using those items, and yeah, the boss fight became a bit farcical actually. I just saved them up the whole game. It's not even intentional, it's just that you don't use the items, single use items and charge items. Doesn't she sell stuff? I think she had some fire drake teeth we were interested in. Yeah, there we go. 1 to 6 slashing plus 1, 3 to 8 fire damage. So that's like 4 to 14 points of damage plus 1 enchanted. Now we're using Ingress teeth. They're 1 to 6 crushing. 1 to 6 crushing plus 1 enchanted. Does have a to hit armor class 0 bonus. Use. What do you mean use? Ah, yeah. To change the teeth to a different type, select use. The teeth may gain new options and abilities as sport goes up in level, really. We haven't checked that for a long time. Let's check that. You examine Ingress teeth. You can't shake the resemblance to ivory bugs. You get the feeling that they are looking at you expectantly, awaiting some command. Yeah, the teeth are pretty weird. I want you to become a more powerful magic weapon. Okay. The teeth rattle for a brief moment and then their magical glow deepens. Done. You have to upgrade Mort's teeth through a dialogue option. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I'll see. Now they're 1 to 6 crushing plus 2. I want you to do piercing damage. No. Still, fire damage. What kind of Thaco does he have? 7.
I'm gone.
We're gonna get those fire drake teeth, I think. If only to compare them, pretty random.
All right.
So, okay, let's talk to Mort's teeth again. And let's do those transactions we're gonna do. Yeah, we do have the teeth of the viper as well. Right. Check those teeth. 5,850 coppers. Yeah. It's expensive, but I can sell them back for 5,200 coppers. Now the problem might be the Mort actually loses a lot of hit probability. Now he has 7. The lower the better.
Hey!
9. Actually only loses 2 points. Damage should be doubled basically. So maybe it's a fair trade. Don't think you can see damage. Ooh, strongest creature killed, evil wizard construct. Yes, Mort and his buddies did that. Okay, let's actually make a safety savior, since Planescape is kind of being a dick today.
All right. All right.
So the only injured party members are regenerating party members.
Done.
Maybe it's spells we should get.
I'm gone. I'm gone.
We're gonna have to talk to Quell anyway about opening that portal. Oh yeah. Let's go to the private sensorium. Have a little chat with Quell.
Done.
Oh yeah, can't move. Quill glances around him as you approach. Blast! Nowhere to hide. He sighs loudly. Well, out with it. What do you wish of me now, hmm? He plops a candy into his mouth and looks at you expectantly. I had some questions. No new dialogue options about Ravel. What do you know of Ravel puzzle well? Never mind. Okay, so he will not help me any further. I take it. He has Scroll of Chain Lightning and Scroll of Blade Storm. Scroll of Chain Lightning Storm, 7 to 70 points of damage against all creatures on the screen. A successful saving throw only reduces it to half damage, so if you're lucky, they still take 35 damage. Yeah, I kinda want that one. Blade Storm was awesome, but it's level 7. Or actually, I don't know if it was that awesome. Oh yeah. 1 to 8 points of damage per level of the caster, which means hundreds of points of damage. So it's pretty awesome. Let's get the Chain Lightning Storm. Or actually, does Lady Thorncombe have that spell cheaper? Let's check that first. Wasted a friend spell, but we're gonna rest anyway. Okay, so let's talk to her. Actually, our friend spell is still active, so. Ball Lightning, improved strength. Yes, she has Chain Lightning Storm. Not sure it's that much cheaper though, but Cone of Cold was really useful. So let's get those two. Let's sell. No, she doesn't buy. Okay.
It's in my spell book.
So now Dakon has a level 5 spell.
Spell has been added to my teachings.
Great. What? I don't have level 6 spells? Well, boy, do I feel stupid. I thought I had one level 6 spell. Eventually I will, so. Let's get rid of all those useless clutter items and have
Done.
a rest.
All right.
Pharaoh's Crutch, I don't know. keys. Prayer beads.
Aye,
What's up?
might as well.
Endure. In enduring, grow strong.
The number of Kujin. It's a tattoo, but we're not using
I
it anymore.
hear your word. I shall serve.
I like that the access point to a
Your will
bookcase
be
is
done.
like 2 pixels wide. Maldron cube, handkerchiefs, yeah, might be useless.
All right.
I shall serve.
Done.
Right.
Done. All right.
Yeah. Yes.
Dinna be fooled by that succubus. She's interested in you because of the shape of your neck. It's just right for her to sink her teeth into.
I can think of worse ways to go.
I didn't even know that Mort had a neck. Right.
All right.
So I think we're gonna go over to the Great Foundry.
I'm gone.
Seems like the next logical place for us to
Done.
go.
I'm gone.
Because we've been everywhere, right? Yes. Yeah. Well, we haven't actually been able to do anything around the siege tower. But
Done.
yeah, maybe that's not important.
Done. I'm gone. I'm gone.
This looks like the place.
It is locked.
So, can we talk to these guys? Godsmen guard. You see a burly, bored-looking guard. State your business, please. Let's ask the usual questions. Who are you? I am a guard of the Believers of the Source, sir. Believers of the Source? Yes, sir. Godsmen we're called. Why? We are one of the 15 recognized factions of Sigil, sir. We believe that every being has within the spark of divinity, neither good nor evil necessarily, but potential to be divine. Beyond divinity, we believe there lies something greater. We believe all life has a purpose and a goal, and we are devoted to understanding what these goals are. We strive toward greatness with every step in our lives. Sounds important. We believe it is, sir. Can I help you with anything else? Indeed, I can. What are you doing? Guarding the gate, sir. Right. What is this place? You are in front of the Great Foundry, home to the believers of the Source. What is the Great Foundry? Aside from being home to the believers of the Source, it is also one of the largest foundries known to mortal existence. Much traffic passes through these gates. We take orders from all across the plains. Currently, we are not accepting any further orders, as most of our craftsmen are either working on a new project or are commissioned for the next several months on smaller orders. What this means in practical terms is that you're not getting in unless you have a receipt for work to pick up or have urgent business inside. What a coincidence, I do have a receipt. Yes, sir. May we see your receipt? Yes. Thank you, sir. Clerk you seek holds office on the southern walls of the Foundry. Thank you for your patronage. He opens the gate for you. That was easy. Too easy. Wow, they're really running around in here.
I need a sensory touch.
All right.
Mort, you had a sensory touch 10 minutes ago. Okay, there doesn't seem to be anything interesting outside. Wow, what are they doing? Okay. Foundry worker. Godsmen. Nice.
I'm gone.
Straight out of a 80s music video. Tildon. First named character. You see a slab-stomached man with thick arms and a scraggly beard. He smells as if he hasn't washed in ages, and his breath doesn't do much for your breakfast. He's in the process of ordering around subordinates. As you approach him, and he deals a quick cuff to the ear of one of them. He turns to face you, hitching up his belt. What do you want? I had some questions. You want answers? Like what? Who are you? Tildon the Grey, supervisor for this yard. My job it is to make sure my laborers get their jobs done, and to make sure people like you don't distract them. They work little enough as it is. The little sods. They'd manage to lose the rest of the day in idleness if I weren't here. I'm tough, but I'm fair. Ask anyone. Okay. Then you're the one I need to talk about getting some iron for the forge. It seems like some quest that we haven't even started. Why do they call you the Grey? Because I'm covered in soot most of the time from those blast furnaces. It's a nickname my laborers have given me. Out of affection, no doubt. Sarcastic, no doubt. They really seem to respect your gentle soul. Serious, no doubt. Sure, that must be it. What's that supposed to mean? It means that I don't believe that they care for you at all. I have no idea. I haven't talked to the workers, so... It means that I'm agreeing with you. Well, good. Multiverse would be a better place if everyone did. Now I have to get back to work. A few more questions, please. I need to use the forge. Can you give me some ore? Okay. He looks you up and down carefully, considering, and says, "You want to be a smith, huh? Can't say that fire do much to skin like that. Take it then, and don't get in the way of my workers. Good day, sir." Iron ore. Awesome. I guess we need this for something. Godsmen. Lysatield. Let's talk to one of the Foundry workers and see what he thinks. You see a drab hiver hauling crates around. You can't even tell it. This poor sod's sex. What do you want from me? Just a couple of answers, please. Ask away. Who's your boss? Why? You work for him? Yes. Are you kidding? One of the most rotten bastards it's ever been my misfortune to run across. And I grew up in the hive amid some real winners. Hope he gets killed soon, painfully and horribly. But then, most of us yard workers do. See, so it's that kind of boss. See, answer me some other questions. What are you doing? Making my daily wage, working to improve myself, keeping this place clean, making sure the material gets to the smiths when they need it, making sure the finished product gets wherever it's supposed to go. In short, my job. So your job is basically cleanup and grunt work. If you want to look at it like that, since I'm learning this Godsmen screed, I figure it's a test of stubbornness. I look at my whole life as a test of stubbornness. Why not look at it as a test of smarts and just walk away? Does that really help? Surprisingly, yes. Gives me hope that I'm going to end up better, either in this life or the next. I may be ignoring the obvious, but let me tell you that once you've eaten gutter swill like me, you get to appreciate the small kindnesses life throws your way. It ain't all primroses for the lower classes perk. The worker turns away. I gotta get back to work. Goodbye. Okay, so let's see. There was some woman here, I think. There she is. Let's talk to her. Lysatield. You see a short woman with slight horns in her forehead, and ears that curve sharply back on her skull. She smells faintly of sulfur, even over the reek of the Foundry's fires. Greetings, what can I do for you? Like a tour. Who are you? I am Lysatield, supervisor for this area. This area being the main Foundry area of the Great Foundry, where much of our current public work takes place. Which means we have other work somewhere that is not public. The Foundry is larger than this, of course, but we have a large contract we're working on, and we've been sworn to secrecy. So most of the work area is off limits. My apologies. Off limits? Ridiculous. Goodbye. No, I understand. I have some other questions. I need to use the forge. What's going on here? We've taken a huge and very, very secret contract. That's why I'm saying that it's very huge and very secret. One that is taking up practically all our resources. We maintain a smaller operation for the day-to-day items for our other orders, but right now the Foundry is devoted to fulfilling our contract. Don't bother asking about it, because I won't tell you. Seem very firm about this. Other questions? exactly do the Godsmen stand for? This is both a communal and individual faction, and there are variations on the theme depending on whom one speaks with. The basic gist of it is that life, nay, all existence itself is a test of sorts. All things that arise test us, and how we react determines how we move closer to the true understanding of everything. We seek the truth behind the multiverse, and it's apparent to us that ours is the right way. How do I join? Go speak to Kelder of Durian in the meeting hall, through the doors on the right wall. Thanks. Where can I get those items to work the forge? I have to say that the quest dialogue is a bit messed up here, because I have no reason so far to work the forge. But I'm getting like, can I get some iron ore? Can I get some items to work the iron ore? Why would I want to work iron ore? Anyway, where can I get those items to work the forge? If you can't find them lying around somewhere, then you'll have to buy them from the cleric, for a nominal price, of course. I see. Looking for the pickup office. I have an item waiting for me. It's that office with a desk. You should be sitting right behind it. I need to get into that guarded room back there. Okay. I'd love to help you, but only the real high-ups can authorize that. You'd have to speak to Kelber about that. Okay. I need to use the forge? Certainly. Just make sure you have the proper items for it. Protection from the flames, tongs, hammer, and of course your iron ore. Where would I get those items? Okay. I'd like a tour. Ordinarily there's nothing I'd like better. Sadly, right now we're a little busy. Come back in a year or so and I'll be happy to provide one. Fine. Whoops. Let's see. So we have lots of doors here. To the Godsmen Hall, to the Godsmen Armory.
I'm gone.
Here. Sarosa.
Done.
You see a young woman. As you approach her, her eyes stare directly into yours. You get the uncomfortable feeling that she's not just examining your eye color. Her gaze seems to penetrate far deeper than that. Greetings, stranger. How goes your day? Well enough. I would like you to answer some questions for me. What answers do you seek, half-man? Wow. Why do you call me half-man?
Updated my journal.
Are you calling me a midget? I call you half-man because I cannot see your spirit. All other mortals who pass through my life show their spirits to me as a shining spark or a smoldering ember. You show nothing at all. I call you half-man because I cannot see your spirit as I see those of others. Whether this is because you have no soul or because you have transcended, I cannot say. One way or another, you are but half a man. What the other half is, I cannot say. I see, then answer some questions for me. Who are you? I am Sarosa, daughter of Sandos. one of the factors of the Godsmen. Tell me of your family. My brother Saros is a child of the Foundry, yet I fear he has never embraced the philosophy of the believers of the Source. My father is a factor here, and his travels have led him far from the Foundry, and into realms most mortals never even dream of achieving. Tell me more of your brother. Saros is a brash, impulsive lad, easily given over to his manhood. He is eager to prove himself the equal of anything on the plains, full of the aggression of youth. I believe he feels himself more sensate than Godsmen, further vindicating my belief that the sensates are the most immature of all the factions of Sigil. Strange you would say that. I happen to be a sensate myself. Why are they the most immature? Why are they the most immature? Because, like children, they do not understand that there is more beyond the world of the senses, beyond what one can see, hear, taste, touch, smell. Look around you. You are in the outer planes. This is belief made solid, but that does not mean this seemingly rough matter can be comprehended by the senses. This is belief. No mere physicality can match it. I see. Speak of other matters to me. Or don't. So basically, the Godsmen reject monistic materialism. I see.
Done.
Foundry Smith. Keldor.
I'm gone.
Saros. It's her brother. Let's talk to him first. You see a sandy-haired youth. He's on the cusp between adolescence and adulthood, and from his eyes it looks like he's trying to be as adult as possible without having the slightest idea how. In other words, he seems innocent. Hey stranger, what can I do for you? Can answer a few questions. Ask whatever you want. Tell me about yourself. Me? I'm Saros. I grew up around here. Got to run through the Foundry playing with stuff. I like pretty much everyone here except for Thilden. He keeps saying I'm not raised right and that my father is a poor parent. All I know is that Thilden is the biggest sod I've ever met. A lot of people seem to think that. Tell me about the Great Foundry. I grew up here. I played in the main Foundry area and ran through the barracks. It stinks and it's loud, and people can be like Thilden, but it's still home for me. Okay, tell me about the people. They're smiths and workers. I think they mean well, but they're also earnest and boring. They need to liven themselves up a bit, like say the sensates. Like the sensates, huh? They know how to live life. They know what it's all about, not like these people. They keep pretending there's some big noble purpose to it all, but I don't see it. My sister says that life is more than our senses show. But I don't see how she knows that, since all she knows is through her senses. I just don't get why people make this stuff up. Who's your sister? You just talk to her. Serosa? She can just look at someone and see what needs adding and what needs taking away. I don't know how she does it. My father always said it was something about her ascending to another level. He said she was born a Godsman. Interesting. So let's talk to Dad. I see a sturdy man who looks like he's just bursting with vitality. His face is tanned and lined, and his black beard is beginning to show hints of white. Hail, stranger, and well met. What can I do for you this fine day? I'd like to ask you a few questions. Who are you? He smiles broadly. My friend, I'm Kelder of Durian, one of the factotums of the Godsmen, nominally in charge of this place, while our true high-ups are gone in conclave. Let's see. What can you tell me about this place? This is the Great Foundry, home to the believers of the Source, also known as the Godsmen. Here we make items that ship all over the planes. We're renowned in many worlds, only the best work here. It's said that we've got a staff of smiths that rival those in Mount Clangeddin itself. Personally, I don't think we're that good, but we are close. Can you take on additional work? Sadly, friend, we cannot. We're engaged in a long-term contract right now that's taking up most of our resources. Perhaps when we've finished, in a matter of years. He shrugs. My apologies. Okay. Tell me more about your faction. Gladly. What did you want to know? What are the beliefs of this faction? We believe that the universe is a giant testing ground, a place where we prove ourselves through a series of tests. These tests continue throughout your life, throughout your many lives. Each step in each day may well be a test for you, and your reward in the next life depends on how well you learn your lessons in this life. We believe that a body learns from experience, and that experience extends through your lives, making you into something greater than just a single life. So what's the point of it all? Makes sense so far, keep going. So, life is a test. We take the test, when we pass, we move on to a new form. This might be the form of an archon, of a fiend, or of a power. The choices we make in this life, as always, help chart our course. Whether we have free will or not is still under debate. He smiles. Of course, I'm on the side of the free will people. I hate thinking that my choices have already been made for me. Reincarnation theory. Right, I have more questions about your faction. Tell me of the faction's history. It is commonly believed that we were founded by Perrin, before the Great Upheaval, when all the factions became 15 in number. During the upheaval, Faunal tightened the faction's belief into what they are today. She had been reincarnated 1,000 times and could remember each one of her reincarnations. She taught us how to treat our intuition and led us to a new era. These two were the most important figures in our faction. We have plenty more stories, but those are the bare bones. What do I get for being in the faction? Well, aside from access to our excellent Foundry, room and board for you and your friends, special items and spells, and a more favorable reaction from most folks you'll meet on the street, there's not much to recommend us. Of course, if you're planning on being with us merely for the benefits, I'd have to counsel against it. Well, room and board, special items and spells, more favorable reaction. Sounds pretty good. Any more questions? Who are the faction's enemies? We don't have enemies per se. Still, there are some who oppose our beliefs. The Bleak Cables scoff at the bleak cabal scoffs at the idea that we evolved towards something more perfect. I figure that if they don't think there's a point, they might as well get it over with, like the Dustmen ought to. The Dustmen think that life is an illusion, preparing for the big death, and our belief champions the cause of life. They promote death, we celebrate life. What could be more opposed? True. What do you do anyway? Well, we run the Great Foundry. We also run Harbinger House, where we train folks who seem to be powers in training. Bashers who demonstrated some sort of special ability that sets them apart from normal mortals. Some say we do it because we want the power on our side. The truth is, we do it because we figure that's part of our tests as well. We do our best to make sure every creature faces up to its responsibilities. We want to see the multiverse move on. Why are you named as you are? That's a good question. Our real name is the Believers of the Source, because we believe all life springs from a pure, primal source. But because we believe that all creatures have the potential for godliness within them, it's only natural that our nickname would be the Godsmen. Interesting. How do I join? A sly smile creeps across his face. Well, first you'll have to renounce your Sensate membership. I think we're done with the Sensates though. What would we lose? We would maybe lose our sensory touch, which is pretty useless. I don't know if we can get into the living quarters, but we can rest here as well. Very well, I renounced them. What do I have to do? If you wish to join the Believers of the Source, you must complete 3 quests. First quest is this. You must go to the forge and create an item. Here it comes. This will show that you are capable of seeing the possibilities inherent in even a base lump of iron. That you are capable of bringing forth something that will stand the test of time. It measures your vision and your ability to make the potential actual. Talk to Alyssa, Foundry supervisor in the main Foundry, to see how it all works. Right. Just like that, yeah. Well, I'm kind of opportunistic when it comes to factions. I joined the Dustmen, I joined the Sensates, so I might as well join the Godsmen. And I think that's kind of the game's progression also. Kind of getting different answers from different factions about your problem. So let's try life as a test. Life as a test really works well with the game concept, at least. For me, the Nameless One's life is definitely a test. It's a game. So let's see. I had some other questions.
Updated my journal.
I needed to ask some questions about the forge. Who do I talk to again? I'd like to see the secret project if I could. It smiles. Friend, I can't give that to you until you prove yourself a friend of the Godsmen. Maybe later. Okay, so what's this door? Looks guarded. Nope.
I'm gone. Done. Done.
Niall Sander. You see a bushy-haired man, clad in the height of fashion, if you consider fashion to have died 50 years ago. Wow. His clothing seems to consist of tattered street urchin rags, and he seems to affect a disdainful manner towards those around him. Or that might be his actual manner. He doesn't even glance at you until you speak to him, and then his eyes begin searching your face carefully. "Do you want something?" he drawls. Who are you? I'm Niall Sander, great-grandson of the artificer. Zero Sander, engineer, dreamer, creator. And I have finished his work, the work that you commissioned, the dreambuilder. Are you ready to claim the use of it now? A dreambuilder, what's that? It is both machine and ritual. It is a state of mind and a construct of steam and blood. It grants dreams to those who enter its confines. It was built for you, and it's waiting for you. Are you ready to finish it off? It has been waiting for you for decades. How do you know it was built for me? Because my great-grandfather, Zero Sander, set your face in stone so that we would know you when you returned for the work you commissioned. He always thought you'd return, but no one else truly believed you would. Our family completed it because we said we would, and now, here you are. Do you still have this stone? No, it was stolen from me a year ago. I saw only a shadow flitting away. It was the only item taken from my home. I have no idea who'd take it, but I'd memorized the features. Alright, let's finish the dreambuilder. I'm not interested in this right now. Dreambuilder. Okay, let's finish the dreambuilder. What I need to begin the final stages of the dreambuilder is a piece of your skin immersed in your blood, so the machine can familiarize itself with your physical essence. It must be in a blue-green bottle to symbolize the dream sea on which you will float. I don't know that I want to fetch that for you. Flesh and blood, I've given enough of that lately. Flesh, blood, bottle. Right, I'll be back. I've given enough of that lately. Answer a question for me first. A small frown of concentration creases his already wrinkled forehead. What would you like to know? What can you tell me about the Godsmen? He sighs and collects himself. That's a long subject. Let's get started on it. Now, all creatures want something, don't they? They create, they build, they tear down, they dream, they fight, they fornicate. They do all these things because they want something beyond what they have. Even on the basest level of existence, every iota strives to be something greater. Some achieve this, some fall by the wayside. Go on. Every decision, every action, every reaction, these all create a base on which something else builds. Seems obvious then that our current exalted state of being is building a base for ourselves, for something greater. What is that, if not godhood? That's the way I've always justified it. And frankly, I ain't in the mood for philosophical discussion. You want that? Find a factor or something. Where can I find a factor? Factor Kelder is right up there on the days. Talk to him. Or else find that suicidal Burke Sandoz and talk to him. Are you done pestering me yet? Not yet. Tell me about your co-workers. Bah. They do not possess a true fire. They speak of creation and they boast of their potentials. but they do not create anything beyond the mundane. Their imaginations are poor, limited, obsessed with the small details. A true dreamer, I say, creates a grand scheme and then concentrates on the details. Starting with the details is for the ants of the imagination, the small insects who aspire only to be fed. That's very charitable of you. Answer some other questions for me if you would. I see. With that insight I must be off. What do you do here? What do I do? I am the engineer of all engineers. I studied under the Tanari smith Kazan, who tempered words on a forge of hate, quenched them in a trough of despair, and sent them forth to slaughter stupidity. Nice. Elements of phrases, caustic words, were brought to him, and he created weapons of terrifying magnitudes. Weapons that would lay an enemy low and destroy the malformed ideas of others. I'm sure you've seen his work. So you create evil weapons here? Not at all. My forge is not built on hate, but on understanding. I've also studied under the Archon artisan Terrasaphirea, who created the healing touch of a gentle thought, ideas that would still any fiendish spitting heart. He worked his will with love and devotion. My work blends theirs, as all mortal psyches blend elements of the demonic and the sublime. Fascinating. Very well. Let's check our quests. Wow. Find Amaris for Nod. I have no idea what that is. Resolve a bar tab. Sell a companion into slavery. No thank you. Deliver your receipt to the Great Foundry. I think... No, I haven't done that actually. Help complete the dreambuilder in the Great Foundry. Join the Godsmen. Forge an item. Fetch a vial of skin and blood. Find the Night Hag Ravel puzzle well. Find Cheryl's father. Find a human leg bone for Althera. Wow, I have no idea about some of these quests. When you check the quest list 50 hours into the game, then you realize that you have no idea who some of these characters are.
Done.
I guess those quests are not that important. So I can't get to the balcony, I guess. Bendai Lin. Oh, there's a stairway here.
All right.
Yeah, it's an interesting place.
Done.
Let's talk to this woman here. You see a severe woman with flaming red hair pulled back tight, giving her face a stretched, nervous look. She appears to be deep in thought. At your approach, she glances up and says, "Can I help you with something?" "Yes, I had some questions." "What do you want?" "Tell me about the Great Foundry." She stifles a yawn. You can ask almost anyone here about the Foundry, and you'll get the same answer. What makes you think I'll give one that's any different? Ask another question. Tell me of the project you're working on. Tell you about the project we've sworn our lives to complete and defend. No, I don't think so. Not yet, anyway. Let's just say it's powerful, and it'll be worth the effort we put into it. Fine. Tell me of some of the other people here. The other people here? Well, you got the brilliant but eccentric Niall Sander, the Githzerai outcast woman Kalera, Tilden the Grey, whose heart is much less ambiguous than his name, Kelder the Factor, Sandos the Factor, the 2 children of Sandos, supervisors, smiths, and a host of others. They all passed me by at one point or another, and frankly, I haven't made that much of an effort to get to know them. They work for me or they don't, and that's about as much as I care. I'm afraid I'm rather devoted to my work. Let's see. The Legbone quest is from back when you had 3 or less companions. Really? Yeah, I have no idea.
Done.
Don't remember that quest at all. What's this?
I'm gone.
Some library. There's no loot.
All right. Done. I'm gone.
Ooh, the disappointment of finding lots of containers and no loot.
All right. All right. Done.
And my party members are blocking me at every step. There we go. Well, it doesn't seem like there's anything
right.
interesting here, but
All right.
come on.
All right.
Anna, you're closest.
Might as well. Why not? Why not? Right?
There's nothing here.
I'm gone.
Right, so I guess we better go to the Foundry and work on our smithing technique.
I'm gone. All right.
Okay, there is actually a door to the Godsmen armory, so let's go there first. Explore.
I'm gone. All right.
Godsmen armory, what could be there?
Done.
Door is locked.
All right.
Okay. Here's a door that's actually not on the map.
Locked.
We'll need a key.
All right.
Huh? Listen to you again. What do you want now? My apologies for my impatience, but we're on a schedule here. Some questions. I need to pick up something from the clerk. Where is he? See that room down there with a desk in it? He sits behind that desk. You should be able to get your item there. Okay. Looking for the pickup office of an item waiting for me. Office with a desk. Have I missed it? Okay, maybe here.
How much longer are you going to be dragging yourself with this succubus?
Anna, jealousy is a two-edged blade. If you keep...
Jealous? I'm not jealous. I don't even know how to spell jealous. I just don't trust you. None of us do.
Very well then.
Very well then. Yeah, they don't trust each other. Okay, so what office? Yeah, must have been missed someplace. Here maybe.
I'm gone.
What's this?
All right.
Ah, a desk. Finally. Nadlin. See a wizened old man with trembling hands and a cunning face. He looks you over carefully and speaks. Hello. Have I seen you before? You seem familiar to me somehow. Well, I suppose it's possible. I never forget a face. It'll come to me. To barter with it. Do you remember where? It is important to me. Not so fast, lad. Takes a while for the mind to warm up. Warm up to a task like this. I've lived a long time and seen a lot more faces in that time. And it ain't so easy to remember. Memory's a fleeting thing, and that's some you can bank on. Before replying, you mutter, "Tell me about it, lad." Yeah, lad. Yeah, probably like 5 times as old as this guy, and forgotten quite a lot. I'm here to pick up an item. Do you have a receipt? Need a receipt or I can't give you anything. Yes, I do, actually. The old man takes the receipt from you and scrutinizes it carefully. This thing's over 100 years old. How do you come by it? I left it for myself, but I got busy. It was in a legacy. Gained item, 40,000 experience, nice. I see, quite a catch you made. Here you go, lad. Treat this metal well, here. Sure thing, answer me a question, will you? Just wanted to see your smiling face. Who are you? Me? I'm Nailin, Godsmen fighter extraordinaire. Sighs. At least I used to be. Now I'm a clerk in the Foundry, breathing in the sooty air and hastening my dying day long. Yes. That's a pity, I had other questions. I'd like to pick up some gear for the forge. Ah, you're wanting to be a smith now, lad? Very well. You'll need an apron, 10 coppers, some tongs, another 10, and a hammer, which will be 20. That comes to, let me see, 50 coppers. Really? That comes to 40 coppers, old man. I'm sorry, but that sounds more like 40 coppers to me. What am I thinking? Of course it is. I tell you, memory's an insidious thing. That it is. Give me the stuff. Don't forget to pick up some ore from Tilden if you're wanting to work the forge. He's a miserly bastard, but he's the only person to get ore from. Thanks. You mentioned having seen me before. Do you remember where? No. Fine. So long, lad. Okay, let's check.
I'm carrying too much to move.
Uh-oh.
I'm carrying too much to move.
Well, we got some items. Forge hammer, leather apron, and tongs. So let's put those there. What is this? Curious ironwork. This is a shimmering piece of filigreed metalworks that you picked up in the Great Foundry. It looks almost gauzy. Sharp edges protrude from it. You have no idea what to do with it right now, but it must be important if you left it behind for yourself. Yeah, must be, right? Tacon, you can identify this. Unfolding portal. This is a shimmering piece of filigreed metalwork that you picked up, yes. All you need to do to activate it is to find the proper key. I wonder if this actually is the portal we need to get to Ravel Puzzlewell's maze. In that case, we are... yeah. Interesting. Usable only by the nameless one, though. Right, so have to have order in the inventory.
All right.
Okay.
Done. Done.
So if we can go to Ravel,
Gone.
I guess we should be finishing up Godsmen quest first. So let's talk to Alyssa again here. I need to use the forge. Certainly, just make sure you have the proper items. Yes. Right. Okay. So how do I use it? Maybe I have to talk to that charming fellow, Tilden. What? You again? Answer some questions for me, Tilden. I have war. Come on. Seriously. What am I missing now? Okay, there we go. Step up to the forge. The heat is incredible. What do? I use the forge. The fire is throwing off an incredible amount of heat, but thanks to your protection, you're able to withstand it without any damage. Would you like to work the forge? Yes. What would you like to do first? Ready the tongs, hammer on the anvil, pick up the ore. Pick up the ore with the tongs and hold it in the flame of the forge. That would probably be a good idea, right? The ore softens rapidly, soon becoming soft enough to work. Your hands grow slick with sweat. Place the softened ore on the forge and work it into shape. What would you like to forge? Something small and dangerous. A stiletto. Two-handed hammer or a battle axe. I think I'll go for something small. A stiletto, a quick, easy weapon, and one that will get you away from this inferno much sooner. Are you sure you want a stiletto? Yes. Now that's a nice piece of work. Your stiletto is not only functional, it's perfectly balanced and deadly looking. Nice work. This thing will serve me well. Keldor would certainly be impressed by this. Time to get out of the flames.
Done.
Right. High quality stiletto. So, right. Let's talk to Keldor. Battle axe would have been nice, yeah. Thing is, I'm not a fighter, so.
All right.
In case I would have forged a magic item or something on the spot. I thought going for a dagger would have been, better idea, since I can actually use a dagger. Right. Show him the item he forged. finished forging my creation. He takes it from you and examines it carefully. That is without a doubt one of the better pieces I've seen a recruit forge. You'll go far, my friend. Are you ready for the next test? I certainly hope so. I suppose I am. He continues grimly. A murderer has struck in the Foundry, and I am forsaking the usual test in order for you to track this killer down. Go speak to the supervisor, Alyssa Teald, in the main Foundry, and proceed from there. When you have completed your investigation and are ready to name a culprit, come back to me. I wonder, could someone have killed that nice supervisor? Alright, answer a few questions for me, and now I'll be back.
Updated my journal.
Right.
I'm gone.
So, a killer is on the loose.
I'm gone.
But his apprehension is going to have to wait a little bit, because I'm going to take my first break for today. So I'm going to just put on some new coffee and stretch a bit, and then I'll be right back. So I'm guessing around 5 minutes is probably a realistic estimate. So coffee break, and I'll be back in 5. Let's get back to it. So
right.
we have a killer to catch.
All right.
Oops. Oh my god. Alright, everyone, you've seen enough. Get back to work. Right.
Done.
Tilden. It was not Tilden who died, okay.
I'm gone.
Let's talk to Alyssa. You again. What do you want now? Under Kelden's authority, I'm investigating the murder that occurred here. What can you tell me about it? You want to know what I saw on the night of the murder? Well, I was working late when I heard the sound of a scuffle. When I came out, I saw a shadowy figure slip out the door into the meeting hall, and I raised the alarm. Do you have any other details? I only know 3 people who had access to the building that night. With Tilden, Saras, and Bedai Lee. 3 of them have dramatically different builds, but in the haze of the Foundry I couldn't see clearly. How do I know you didn't do it? I have an alibi, not to mention that Kelder already ascertained the truth from me. I have nothing to hide. Apparently, Tilden, Saras, and Bedai Leen do though, because they wouldn't go under Kelder's spell. I see. Where can I find Bedai Leen? I haven't talked to that guy. She can be found in any of the Foundry's areas. She's one of our chief engineers, and so she has the run of the place. You'll know her when you see her. So you say. Okay, other questions? No. Okay, let's talk to Tilden. The too obvious suspect. Shame about that poor Smith Avildon, really aware. Still, he weren't one to keep himself to the grindstone. He weren't dedicated. It's the way the planes turn, mark my words. Every basher gets his due. Ah, well. What can old Tilden do for you? Oh. I'd like to ask you some questions. What were you doing the night of the murder? What I was doing? Why, I was sitting in my room with a nice loaf of bread and a jug of wine. Staying in. Didn't go out that night. Didn't see no need. Do you know anyone who can swear otherwise? No. Never saw the need to make sure of it. One place you might ask if you're really looking for leads is Saros. That thieving knight goes everywhere. What with his father being such a high up here, he always was into new experiences. Boy's practically a sensei if you ask me. Probably wanted to kill someone and see if he could get away with it. Saros, eh? I'll remember that. In the meantime, that's another question. No. Of course they're gonna blame each other. Can't I investigate the body at least?
All right. Done.
So apparently
I'm gone.
we're looking for some engineer. I need keys to open these doors. Maybe it was that woman we talked to up here. It's the roast.
All right.
Yes, actually it was. Let's talk to her. Tell me what you know about the murder. Let's see. I asked the guards to head out for the night because I was working on some delicate engineering on the project in the next room. I didn't need their psychic emanations fouling up some very crucial work. It was with some dismay that I found the body when I emerged from the room. Being as I have no other alibi, I realize I'm a suspect, and I suspect you've already found that I wouldn't consent to going under the spell to answer. The reason for that is that it would be violating the oaths of secrecy I swore to protect the project. I think I'll check on that with Kelder. You do that. He'll verify what I've told you. He administered the oath to me, so he knows its power. Very well. Right.
I shall serve.
Actually, let's talk to Saros first. That poor Smith. I can't believe what happened to him. It's pretty awful to be wedged into the gears like that. I had some questions for you. Do you have any ideas what might have happened or have some leads? Who told you? The supervisor. She's right. I come in here at night sometimes when there's no one around. He looks around conspiratorially for a moment and lowers his head towards you. I saw Tilden creeping out of here. The main reason I know it was him is because he dropped something. He hands you an awl with the name Tilden etched into the wooden handle. Thanks. I'll be back to talk to you again.
Updated my journal. All right.
That seems a bit too obvious. Well, have you found a culprit for this heinous crime? Do you have evidence? Not enough. I'd like to ask you a few more questions. I'd like to talk to you about the murder investigation. No. Okay. Run back and forth quest. Awesome.
Done. I'm gone.
Saros. You remember Saros, don't you? Gave me an awl found near the body. Oddly, this awl has your name etched into the handle. How do you explain that?
Updated my journal.
He looks momentarily flustered, and then... Saros is a thief. Odds are he stole it from me. In fact, I've been missing my all for some time now. Never mentioned it to anyone because I figured I just lost it. Now I know that Saros stole it to frame me. Better go get him before he gives you the laugh. Seeing your expression, he says. Before he escapes. That sounds a little too pat. I'll ask him about it as soon as I get some more answers from you.
All right.
It's a little bit convenient, yes.
I'm gone. Done. All right.
What have you found? Are you going to let me go free? Tilden says that you planted the all at the murder scene, and that you're trying to frame him for the murder because you two disagreed. Why am I talking to these suspects? We should find some evidence. Of course he'd say that, just because he's guilty, and he wants to make you look someplace else. I saw him kill that man. Sure, we disagreed, but that doesn't mean I want him dead. Just because he's a total berk doesn't mean he should be arrested. He should be arrested for killing Avaldon. Tell him he needs proof.
Updated my journal.
Yeah. Do I really run back and forth between two characters and ask questions? Is that the way we solve this?
Done.
I guess so.
All right.
You have the fetch quests in games, and then you have the run back and forth between NPC quests, I guess. Wouldn't be a problem if it wasn't so that everybody looks like Tilden here, so... Okay. What did that little lickspittle tell you now? I'm sure it were all lies. Tells me that it's not a frame. In fact, it says that he personally witnessed you killing the poor soul. He what? I tell you that the boy's a thief and a murderer, and you don't believe me? What if I told you the lad's an anarchist too? A member of the Revolutionary League. Why should I believe that? If that were true, I'd see that it was brought to justice. Why should I believe that?
Updated my journal.
A pious look creeps onto his face. Because I say it so. Because I'm about to say something that'll make a criminal of me. But I'll say it to see justice done. Pauses. I know he's an anarchist because he tried to recruit me. Him and that engineer, Bed-Eileen. I told him I'd do it so I could trap him, but then I realized I didn't have the stomach to harm poor Saros. Turned them down, and now they're trying to cover their tracks. That's why they want me gone. They're the killers, not me. Throw them both in the pit. The one who survives is obviously the killer. Yeah. Like, throw the witch into the pond, see if she floats. If she floats, she is the witch, should be burned. Right, assuming I believe this, why shouldn't I have you in prison too? What? You're accusing me? But I didn't do anything. Burke, you got the wrong man. Please, I didn't do it. All the evidence points to you, Tilden. Next time I see you, will be at your execution. I'm joking with you, Tilden. I'm not joking. I just chose the wrong dialogue option. Right. So, they're anarchists, I guess. Tilden claims that Saras is an anarchist working in league with engineer Bed Eileen and trying to discredit him. Back and forth quest.
Done.
Let's talk to Bed Eileen first. Tilden says you're an anarchist and that you're trying to pin the crime on him. Anger strikes sparks in her eyes, but a look of scorn replaces it so quickly you're not even sure you read it right. An anarchist? Right. Here's my other leg. Pull that one too. Do you have some real questions, or can I get back to my work? What was that flash of anger? She smiles slightly. You don't miss much, do you? Allow me to put it this way. How would you feel if you were falsely accused? My anger stems from that and nothing more. She seems honest about this. I don't buy that. You have to, because you're getting no other answers from me. She turns stiffly away from you. Wow. The 3-pixel staircase.
Done. Done.
Tilden tells me that you and Bed Eileen are anarchists and that you're trying to frame him because he turned down an offer to join you. Saras pales. She has nothing to do with this. I did it on my own, but the truth is, Tilden shoved Avalon into the gears. I put the all there to make sure everyone would know he was there, because I'm just a kid and no one would believe what I was saying. Alright, I admit that. I planted the all, but I only did it to make sure he got punished for his crime. Then I'll make a decision on how to tell Kelder about this. Why? Why should I not think that you're doing this to get back at him for some other crime?
Updated my journal.
Because I don't know why you'd think that, but I promise, go talk to him and tell him what I said, and then you can decide for yourself. Blech. Okay. I don't like her, so she did it. Yeah, she was a bit rude.
I'm gone.
Everybody hated Tilden, but he didn't really do me any harm. Well, have you found a culprit for this heinous crime? Do you have evidence? Tilden committed the crime. Saras tried to frame him for it. It's an anarchist plot. And Saras is in the middle of it. Arrest them both. Tilden did it. He had personal problems with Avalon and he was trying to frame Saras for the crime. Execute him. Saras is an anarchist trying to break down the Foundry. Tried to frame Tilden for the crime. Not enough. Oops. We have to make one more turn, I think.
I'm gone.
Stop running. What did little Lickspill tell you now? He says that he planted the all on the body, but only because he wanted to make sure that you'd be implicated in the death. Says that you're a murderer and that he wanted to make sure you got caught. The supervisor's face drains of color. He admitted he's an anarchist? Yes, seems to believe you're dangerous to everyone around you, whether they be anarchists or godsmen, and that someone needs to stop you. He's willing to admit to his own crimes in order to ensure that you meet with justice. Finally, a giant dialogue option, that's always good. His beefy face grows red with apoplexy. You're accusing me? But I ain't a murderer, I'm just trying to expose anarchists, Burke. Damn you, you can't do this to me. You can't trust anyone who says they saw me do it. So you can't say I did it. Would you say the same thing under oath and under spell? I'm betting Saros would. Saros makes a better witness, he's more convincing, and he's not as hated around here as you. I'm betting his story is the correct one. I'm turning you both in. How's that? Farewell, villain. Well, would you say the same thing under oath and under spell? Bugger. Can I at least take my stuff and give this place a laugh? Old villain, make sure you won't regret it. Sure, get going. Only if you can beat it out of here before I make it to Keldor. I don't make much of your choice, of your chances. No, remain here or suffer even worse consequences. You can rest assured that I can make certain of that. I'm a lawful character, so... Okay.
All right.
Try that dialogue option.
All right.
So what? She wasn't implicated at all? I found enough to make a decision. What is that decision? Seems to be holding back tears. He'll see when I've told him.
Done.
Not my favorite
Done.
quest. Tilden committed the crime, but Saros tried to frame him for it. It's an anarchist plot. Yeah, arrest them both. What? Both of them? This is a sad day for the Godsmen. A sad day indeed. Allow me a moment to summon the guards.
Updated my
Take your
journal.
time. He seems saddened by the ordeal. It is done. My thanks for resolving the investigation. You have but one task remaining to you. Sandos, father of Sarosa and Saros, one of our more vital members, has returned from a harrowing journey. He has locked himself in his tower room and is threatening to kill himself. Speak to him. Stop him. Really? I'm on
Updated
it.
my journal.
I want to talk about Sandos. Not yet, he's still alive at least. I'm working on it, okay? Journal. My final test for Godsmen membership is to talk down a suicidal member. His name is Sandos, and he is the father of Saros and Sarosa. Yeah, that's a task you give the new guy. Yeah, first, solve this murder investigation. It might have implications for the future of our faction, and then, like, solve this other life and death problem. Godsmen Armory. Okay, so where is he?
It's locked.
Got some questions for you. Or not. Tower. What tower?
I'm gone.
Answer some more questions for me, would you? I want to talk to you about Sandos. Where is he?
Done.
There's some place I haven't explored. Uh-huh.
I'm gone. Done.
Godsmen Guard. Greetings, sir. Did Keldor send you? Sandos came up here and he's been raving and muttering behind the door all day. I hope you can do something for him. We'll see about that. Call through the door. Sandos, I need to talk to you. A muffled voice comes out from behind the door. Go away. Are you Sandos? The voice snaps. Who else would I be? These are my rooms. This is my faction. It laughs bitterly. This is where I'm going to die. Great. Well, good luck with it then. No one really cares. They said I should come talk to you. I guess they don't want you dead. Tell me about yourself. You want to talk? Is that what you want? How about you listen? The voice pauses, and then gathers steam. What's the point of it all? That's what I want to know. Why do we do the things we do? That's the thing that keeps us driving, Yeah. I'd say it's life that keeps us driving. Wait for him to continue. Pride. Pride and ego. We keep telling ourselves that we can be something, that we mean something, that there's a reason we're here. But in the end, it's all just blackness. I've seen that final blackness, and there's no reason to deny it. Yet we keep pushing on, out of foolish pride. There's no reason to it. Now that you mention it, you're right. Did you ever consider that you became a Godsman for a reason? What do you mean? You found a reason once. You believe that all we face is a test. You believe that we're here to push past that final blackness, to overcome it. Don't tell me you've gotten weak now. He barks out a sharp laugh. They taught you well, at least. Let me think about this. I hope you got some time. All the time in the world, Sandos. Think it over. When it speaks again, the voice sounds a little more balanced. Go down and tell Keldor you talked some sense into me. I'll want to see him eventually, but you've done your job. Go on now. Awesome.
Done.
Can I steal stuff from your room? That's what I usually do when I'm let into a new place. No. Nothing here. Well, okay, that was a lot smoother. Have you succeeded in convincing him that life is worthwhile? I have succeeded. He has regained his zest for life. It's really easy and quick. Oops.
Done.
Yes, I clicked the wrong option there.
Updated my journal.
You have succeeded? Glorious news. Congratulations, my friend. You have proven yourself worthy of joining the Godsmen. Would you like to take the oath now or perhaps wait until later? Now. The oath. Life's tribulations are tests. There is nothing I encounter that is not a lesson. Pain is the multiverse's way of reinforcing a lesson. What I hate most in others is a reflection of what I hate most in myself. I will act to activate my potential and to aid others in achieving their goals. I will remember that divinity's spark is present in everything. I swear fealty to the believers of the Source and their goals, never to forsake them. I swear the oath, and Keller smiles. Welcome to the Godsmen, lad. Do you need anything from me now? Yes. Questions?
Updated my journal.
I'd like to get some healing. I need a place to rest. I need to purchase some items. Let's see what he has. Ascension. +1 to charisma. Interesting. Ascension is one of the finest weapons created at the Great Foundry, the home of the believers of the Source. It is one of the 3 weapons called the Triad of Tests, including the Hammer Reason and the Dagger Enlightenment. The symbol of the faction is engraved on the axe head, and the edges of the blades are so sharp they could split a hair lengthwise. You're the first to bear this weapon. I don't have it, actually. +1 to charisma is interesting. +1 to armor class. Hammer Reason. This enormous hammer is the 3rd weapon in the Godsmen Triad of Tests. Its head is covered with mystic runes and engraved with the symbol of the Godsmen. It thrums in your hands. Enlightenment was a lot cheaper. 2 to 7 piercing damage, +2 enchanted. +1 to charisma, +1 to armor class. Seems like a good buy. This dagger is slim, perfectly balanced and light as a feather. The symbol of the Godsmen is engraved along the blade, and the entire weapon seems to shiver as if in anticipation. You're the first to bear this weapon. Yeah, I think we're gonna buy that actually. Because we have a really crappy weapon. Notched dagger. Well, actually it's a +2 enchanted dagger. Still believe Enlightenment is better. Also gives armor class bonus. Yeah, this is also +2, so it's a lot better actually. Let's buy it. Which means we can safely sell our notched dagger. Let's see. To hit armor class 0, 11. I should have no change, I guess. Yeah, same. Awesome. So can we sell daggers and stuff to him? No. He didn't have anything else. No. Don't think so. Nope. That's it. Aid. 10,000 coppers to raise dead. I could make lots and lots of money. I can raise dead 3 times a day. If I was charging people 10,000, that's... Oh. Think of the riches. So we should be able to go into the armory and see the secret project now. Let's talk about the secret project. I'd like to see the secret project. You've proven yourself trustworthy. Here, take this. Press a token emblazoned with the Godsmen symbol into your hands. Do not lose it. If you do, I'm afraid I cannot replace it, so be careful with it. Is there anything else I can do for you? No.
Done. Done. I'm gone.
Okay.
All right.
2 doors.
Done.
Locked.
Okay, this is locked, but
It's gone.
guard. May I help you, sir? Show the token to the guard. I've got a token. Examines the token closely. My mistake, sir. May I help you with anything else? No? Good day. Great. Wow. That looks kind of like the cannon that blasted me when I was in the Modron maze. Yeah, step right up for resurrection. I think there would be flourishing business actually. Weapons worker. Ooh, a crate.
Done.
Random stuff. Rags, tongs, forge hammer, no. Weapons worker, weapons worker, weapons worker. The nozzle of the cannon fairly radiates magical energy. Kalera, finally a named person. See a Githzerai woman, bald with scarred cheeks and a cat's grace in her walk. As she turns toward you, she spies Dakon. Her eyes widen. She addresses him. You bring joy to my heart. My name is Kalera. May I aid you? My companion would like to speak with you concerning the workings of this device. May he speak for the 2 of us. She looks at you and looks back at him quizzically. Of course, esteemed one. If you speak for him and accept responsibility for keeping what passes here secret, she turns her attention reluctantly to you. You have questions for me? Indeed I do. She glances at Fall from Grace and her mouth curves in graceful mew. I apologize, Honored One, but I cannot speak of this. I am both contractually and magically bound not to speak of this in the hearing of certain manifestations, shall we say, of belief. She turns to the succubus. My apologies, Lady Grace. I understand. Cleara bows. What does that mean? Fall from grace. She can't speak about it in the presence of fiends. I would speculate that since she's been bound contractually, that means it's a project of law, and since she's been bound to it magically, it's likely Batizu in origin. That's quite a chain of speculation, is she correct, Cleara? Again, the supervisor turns uncomfortably toward Fall from Grace and grits her teeth. I may not speak of it. Right, so if I want to talk to them about it, I have to have Grace lead my party, I guess. On the other hand, is it important? I don't know. Talk to a weapons worker. You see a tiefling clad in Godsmen clothing, carefully examining the thing in the center of the room. I can't really talk now. We're at a critical phase. Critical phase of what? Yes, this project we're working on is a weapon that could have massive peacetime applications as well. We're not close to the end, but we're at a delicate phase. Delicate enough that it could put us all in the dead book if some perk fails us now. What is it you're doing? We're adjusting the variables in the device's lower magical resonances. One mistake could sink the whole project, and if the project goes under, it'll take us all out in the resulting magical wave. Let's see. What is this project? It's a weapon, I think. We're not sure if it's for war or for hunting. And powers above, if it's for hunting, I don't want to see the creature it's designed to kill. But when we're done, it's going to be on par with the Chaos ship the Doomguard built a few years back with Tanari. At least that's the theory. What does it do? You know, I'm not entirely sure. You'd have to speak to one of the engineers for that information. I know that it has a massive focused beam of heat. We perfected that part of it at least. We even mounted it permanently into the device. There are other aspects to the thing that we've not even begun to work on yet. We're not allowed to see them until we're done with each portion. Why all the secrecy? If you knew an enemy was creating a weapon to use against you, wouldn't you do everything in your power to destroy it? We've got no idea who it's for even. We're just trusting the word of the high-ups that it won't be used in a way we'll disagree with. None of us know who's asking us to make it, so there's no chance we'll spill the dark of it to someone who wants to see it destroyed, especially because we've all sealed our lives on it. What do you mean by that? Because of the nature of this project, with the secrecy and all that, not to mention the magics that allow us to even work on the machine, we've had to seal a part of our lives into the machine. We get our lives back when the project's done, but if it malfunctions, or powers forbid gets sabotaged, it takes our lives when it blows. Well, that blows. How long till it's done? Probably won't be done for another decade, but the trickiest part of it will be done this year. There are some magical rituals that have to be done, and those take time. We'll all breathe easier knowing we're not sealed to a project that's going to detonate because it's unstable. Yeah, I don't know. I'm actually a Godsman now, so... And I don't know if I want to kill a bunch of workers by turning this thing on and having it explode. What can you tell me about your boss? You can usually find her in here somewhere. She's a Gitzerai who got exiled from her people. She's working here because she doesn't get seen much. And so her shame is lessened. She's brilliant and hard-minded. Yeah. Tell me about the engineers on this project. Our chief engineer, Neil Xander, is an utter genius. He's created works I've never dreamed possible. Word is, he has even created a folding portal and is working on a dreambuilder in his spare time. It was said that long ago his family was contracted to create this machine for a man who could not dream himself. Our other engineer, Bedai Leen, is newer but equally bright. She's a little erratic, but her work shows great promise and skill. You can usually find them in the main meeting hall. Yeah, the dreaming machine. You can tell me who this project is being built for. No, I can't tell you that. For one thing, I don't know. For another, I signed a secrecy contract that binds my life to the integrity of the project. If the project fails, I could die, and so could all my friends here. I ain't taking that risk. Well, I guess we're gonna have to talk to her, so let's just walk over here and reform our party. Sorry, Grace. You're gonna have to wait
Very
here.
well. I shall remain here until you return.
Thank you.
Done.
She's just standing on the other side of the cannon there, so... Ask and I will tell you if I may. I trust your companion's discretion. Who has contracted for this device? She glances at Fall from Grace and her mouse. Fall from Grace? Come on. Okay,
right.
I'll leave her in another room then.
Would you like me to travel with you again?
Yes.
It would be my pleasure.
Okay. Apparently, she's not so blind that she doesn't see Fall from Grace if she's standing in the same room, so... Let's leave her here.
Very well. I shall remain here until you return.
All right.
Let's see. Who has contracted for this device? She glances around, sighs and replies. Finally. Though I did not take part in the negotiations, I believe that it was the Batisu who had procured our services. The token you wear will grant you some measure of diplomatic immunity to the Batisu you may meet. I'm sure that would be useful. Answer some other questions if you would. Who is she and why does she treat you with such respect, Dagon? Tell me what this device does. Our device spouts forth a certain type of magical fire that harms even those resistant to ordinary fire. We are working on applications that might even get around the creature's magical resistance. What other applications might it have? Aside from its weapon values, it could be used as an excellent mining device. If tuned properly. If tuned properly, it could harvest whole swaths of forest or fields of grain. It could harden a shell of Limbo's material for a time. We have even tried lesser applications of the technology there, or even be used as propulsion across the spheres of Carceri. Its uses are limited by one's imagination. It's not purely a weapon of destruction. Interesting. Actually, no. Can you tell me of the engineers? She scowls, adding several creases to her scarred face. Speak to one of my smiths if you would know of the engineers. No kind of words for the engineers will you hear from me. Why not? Why? Because they do not seem to share my love for this project, as do their comrades. Because they are dreamers and do none of the actions themselves. Because ultimately I do not trust that their intentions mean well for us, but instead benefit them and them alone. Yeah, we could give them Ignis for testing the magical fire. That would be pretty mean. Aside to Dakon, yeah, who is she and why does she treat you with such respect? She is of the people. Her markings tell of one who has walked the path from Limbo and has been made to not know our ancestral home. Her markings tell all Githzerai to render her assistance, and tell the Githzerai that she is still of the people. Her reverence for me is the reverence shown to all serf. Let's see. Yeah. Well, I guess nothing then.
I'm gone.
Since I'm a Godsman now, I don't think I'm going to be trying to blow the Godsman up, so I guess you can do that.
Would you like me to travel with you again?
Yes,
It would be
please.
my pleasure.
Godsman token. The bearer of this token, a brass coin embossed with a seal of the believers of the source, has proven themselves to be to the Godsmen. It is a symbol of trust, and as such, it allows the bearer into the portions of the Foundry that are not normally off limits, except to the high-ups of the faction. Guard it carefully. Alright. That's, what about this door? We need a key.
Done. I'm gone.
I'm gonna talk to the engineers, I guess. But I don't see any obvious reasons why we should care about that cannon. You're a Godsman now. Are you still happy with it? Filden says you're an anarchist. Anger strikes sparks in her eyes. Yeah. I had some more questions. Filden is already arrested, so... Tell me of the project you're working on. Nope. Farewell.
All right.
Join the believers of the source. Wow, this back and forth quest really cluttered up my journal. Yeah, let's talk to Sarosa again. When I'm a Godsman, maybe she has something interesting to say.
All right.
Or not. Thanks to your words, my father, Sandos, is alive and well. Yeah. I can only hope that whatever force has scarred him this way... I cannot believe he came to this on his own. Will pay for its misdeeds. What else can I do for you? Answer some questions. Everyone seems to have a special talent. Tell me of yours. I know not how I came by it. It seems something that has always been a part of me. I can only surmise that my past lives and my beliefs in this one have given me a special insight into mortal nature. I'm gifted with the ability to see a piece of the potential within every being. By reading the true name graven on that mortal's very being, and by slightly mispronouncing that word, I'm able to change the nature of that potential, thus changing the nature of its bearer. Wow. Really? You can change the nature of a man? Interesting. Can you teach me this skill? Can you change me? I can change you, but I cannot teach you. It is like teaching color to a blind man or sound to a deaf man. And I will change you if the price be right. What is the price? Tell me, do you subscribe to the philosophy of the Godsmen? Truth, yes. Lie, yes. Yeah. My life is a series of tests.
Updated my journal.
Wisdom increased permanently. Wow, +1. Thank you. Then I feel no qualms in sharing my gift with you. She speaks an arcane syllable, one that shakes you to your very foundation, and somehow your flesh feels stronger. Wow, how did you do that? I know not how I came by it. Yes. I guess she already did teach me this skill, right? What is the price? I have already spoken the words that will change your heart. Okay, so it's not an infinite loop of wisdom increases, at least. Wow, got another point of wisdom. That's pretty huge, actually. And we're a Godsman. So did we get some special ability? No. Yeah, women have various ways to change men's minds. Or warp them in some cases. Okay, so...
All right. I'm gone. All right.
Nile Sander. Flesh blood bottle. It must be in a blue-green bottle. I don't know if I want to fetch that for you. You don't, eh? Then maybe you ought to remember that you're fetching these items for a design you funded. For a project you wanted created in the first place. For a device so impractical that the solution to it consumed the lives of 4 generations of my family. All for you! If you want to see this project complete, you'll finish the final stages and stop your endless whining. Old man, don't take that tone of voice with me, or you'll find they're the last words you utter. Fine, alright, I'll do it. Just stop yelling at me.
Done.
Bottle? I don't have a bottle. I'm gonna find that.
I'm gone.
I need to purchase some items. A bottle of my own flesh and blood. No. Let's rent a noble room. Recover hit points. May not rest when your party is scattered. Didn't know it was scattered. Where's Mort?
What's up?
Right, let's rest. I need a place to rest. That didn't work. Rent. Yes, rest, please.
You know, Fiendly, you look a lot better if you dressed up some more. Yeah, you know, a pair of lace boots with lengthy heels on them to go with those emerald eyes.
Wow.
Well, if I were you, I'd learn to latch my bone box.
Well, if I were you, I'd rent a suite and not come out for a month.
Oh, damn, Mort. Okay, so resting doesn't work here. That's not so sweet. Does it? I guess it works. We just don't get any animation. That's okay.
I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm gone.
Yeah, Mort is pretty pro when it comes to
I'm gone.
like sly comments. Wow, I don't know. Feels like there's one door I haven't got through, but I don't know if it's that important
I'm gone.
to do. We've done the Modron maze. We have a portal, we have what I think is the key to the portal, so it seems obvious what we're gonna do next, right? Now we have the Lady of Pain doll. Great Lady of Pain. Still expecting her to show up sometime when I summon her, but no,
I'm gone.
she doesn't. So let me think, is there anything else we should do? Modron Maze. Maybe we should go to the Modron Maze actually and talk to the Modrons. Did finish the quest there, so maybe they have something to say to us.
I'm gone.
Hello, Modrons. Some questions. Nope. We got about 1 hour left for this session. I don't think I want to try to progress and find Ravel, because I'm betting that that's going to be quite a lengthy episode, so I'm thinking about doing that in the next episode. So I'm gonna see if I can find some other threads that are loose. Maybe. It's set for hard. Create a normal dungeon. I'm actually gonna take a little walk around the maze here and get some more loot. Ignore the creature and kill them. Because we might need some to buy some stuff.
Gone.
So let's do this. The reason I set it on normal is because we were actually taking quite a lot of damage when we were doing this on hard difficulty. So I'm thinking this is probably gonna be a bit easier. Still getting some useful stuff.
Done.
A lot of practice.
Official strike.
Done.
Nice.
Good as done. Sure, why not?
All right.
Speed of those traps. I don't actually know how we're supposed to deactivate them either. Okay. Where's the loot? Somewhere there.
Good as done.
Plane, Limbo. Location, Rubicon Testing Grounds.
It's attacking Nordum. It's unnecessary.
All right.
Not gonna pick up those random magical items anymore. I've given up on them. I know they're of no use. Oh, the pathfinding. Come on.
I'm gone.
Error.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I did see that. I was hoping for some more nice stuff like arrows
Okay.
and even one of those portal lenses would be nice.
All right.
Sure, why not?
Nope.
Done.
That's not gonna happen.
Folly.
Damn it. Good as done.
Right.
All right. All right.
Spells are a lot worse than the creatures.
All right.
Isn't there any way of deactivating these traps? No.
Yeah. Good as done.
This room doesn't lead anywhere. Actually, Dagon is really hurt.
Done.
So, that was the entire maze. Underwhelming. We didn't get anything. Some questions. Create a dungeon. Just create a new dungeon. Let's try it again.
I'm gone.
See if we can find anything. Let's change our formation because this is.
I'm gone.
That's better. I think it's strange that Dagon, who has such a awesome armor class, is still getting hit a lot.
All right.
Nameless one has almost no armor class at all. It's not being.
Error.
I'm gone.
Huh? Sure, why not?
I'm gone. Done. Done.
Okay, that's where we came from.
All right.
Okay.
Getting some loot, but no magical stuff. Lots of magical items like crossbow bolts or portal lenses worth 3,000 coppers. No.
All right. I'm gone.
There we go, jagged bolts. Awesome. Guess I have to ask nicely for my bolts.
Maximally efficient strike.
Oh, damn.
I'm gone. Done.
why not?
Lens of inherent viciousness. Okay. New lens for Nordem. But he already has a very nice lens. +3 to missile weapons and +2 armor class. +2 damage, +2 to missile weapons. Doesn't quite... doesn't cut it. But we can sell it, I guess.
Sure, why not?
All right. Done.
Error. Error.
Seems true.
Done.
2 copper pieces. Right.
I'm gone.
What time is
Might be that we don't get any more portal lenses after we beat the wizard construct. And
All
might
right.
What? Sure, why not?
put an end to that.
Sure, why not? Good as done.
Fang bolts, nice. Actually, we did find those bolts that were actually worth 8,000 copper.
Done.
A few more of them would be nice.
I'm gone.
Wow,
Sure,
hidden
why not?
pixels.
Done.
Right, that's it. Okay. Oh, cash. Oh, it's just a bag of coins, useless. Actually, let's use the portal lens. And let's go to Lower Ward or Clark's Ward. Maybe near the Smoldering Corpse bar. Let's go to the Lower Ward. So what quests do we have? Help complete the dreambuilder in the Great Foundry. Fetched a vial of skin and blood. Yeah, I don't know how to do that, but
All right.
or if it's important. Jagged bolts. 3 to 6 piercing +1. Okay. 2 to 5 piercing +1. These bolts are not particularly that much better. Fang bolts. Fang bolts could actually be those artifacts. They're worth a lot. Yes. These bolts are worth quite a lot. Ten bolts of Kasich the Devourer. Let's see what we can sell those for.
I'm gone. I'm gone. All right.
So crowded. Let me see your wares. He doesn't buy them. Or does he? He doesn't buy them. We can still check the price. 10 bolts of Kasich the Devourer for 4,000 coppers. Yeah. So that's a pretty nice place to go if we want to get some cash. Can probably sell these to the curiosity shop, I think. Doesn't buy bronze rings. Are there any spells that we want? Can we not just buy a vial from someone and just, I don't know, carve up a finger? Yes. I guess so, but I don't know who to buy it from, so... Maybe the apothecary has vials. Vampiric touch. When the player touches a non-undead creature, it drains 1 to 6 hit points from the target for every 2 wizard levels he has. Damage that he drains is then transferred to the caster. Nah. Shrouds of Shadows. Plus 3 to armor class, plus 10 to stealth. I guess that one's pretty useful. It's a defensive buff. Might actually buy that one. Apothecary should have bottles.
It's in my spell book.
Right, well,
I'm gone.
I'm gonna go look for a bottle or something, but first I'm just gonna take a really short break. So I'll be back in like 2 minutes. And then we'll go look and think if there's any other quest we haven't finished that we want to do. Because next episode, and that'll be on Monday, next Monday, we're going to try to activate that portal and get to Ravel Puzzlewell. I don't think we have enough time today to actually get deep into that, so I want to try to tie up the loose ends here. But I'll be back in 2 minutes and we'll see. Okay.
Is everyone ready to go?
Grace is getting bored. Yeah, I think everyone's ready to go, Grace.
I'm gone.
Guess we should go to the apothecary. That would be a logical place to find a bottle. At least that's the only idea I have.
Done. Done.
Plane. Concordant opposition. Location. Sigil. Ward. Clerks.
Clerks.
All right.
Indeed.
Attention. Mort. Did you know I have 6 sides?
I noticed. Why don't you go share your insight with the chief, huh?
Actually, Mort suggested he use you as a die, so I think he knows you have 4 sides. Or 6 sides, sorry. Let's see, Pestle and Kiln. So hope that they can help me. See, Pestle the Alchemist. Greetings again, sir. Well met. What is it I can do for you? Wanted to buy something. A bottle. No bottles there. Maybe if we ask him. And some questions. My humblest apologies, sir, but I only speak of the store. Besides, I rarely leave the place, you see. You'd be better off finding another to answer your questions. Yeah, I'm so smart. The old engineer in the Foundry tells me I need to get a sample of my blood and skin for his machine to work. I need you to do that for me. A scraping? Very well. He takes up a razor blade and a wide-mouthed bottle. Pestle then removes a small section of skin from your forearm, placing it into the bottle along with a small quantity of your blood. He then places some gauze over your wound and hands you the bottle. Need anything more, sir? No. That'll do excellently and well. Awesome. So that was easy. Let's run by the curiosity shop actually and see if we can sell those arrows. Not 100% sure what we're gonna buy for the money, but we'll think of something. Yes. Weapons and charms. Lens of inherent viciousness for 360 coppers. Bolts of Keswick the Devourer for 4,264 coppers, yes. They're good, but we have 20 more where that came from. Yeah. That'll be it. Actually, we can sell coppers, rings and stuff. Nice.
I'm gone.
I never feel good about
I'm gone.
having too little gold in the treasure chest
All right.
when
All
I'm
right.
playing RPGs.
I'm gone.
So, to the lower ward then. Travel time. Dreambuilder. Wonder what that's all about.
I'm gone.
Always keep your coffers full. So let's see if he's happy now. What I need to begin the final stages of the dreambuilder is a piece of your skin immersed in your blood, so the machine can familiarize itself with your physical essence. I've got it right here. Take it. Show me my dreams.
Updated my journal.
The machine requires a bird cage adorned with razors. Wow. Fine wrought to mimic the destructive power of dreams and their ability to capture our hearts and imaginations. Search in the siege tower for a cage I have commissioned. The siege tower? We haven't been able to get to the siege tower. How do I get in there? A cage, how prosaic. How do I get in there? You have proven yourself to be resourceful. Find a way. Thanks. Okay, well at least I brought back a vial of flesh and blood for Xander and my dreambuilder. He next demanded a bird cage crusted with razors. Wow. Poor bird. I hope the razors are turned outwards to ward off cats or...
All right. I'm gone.
Okay, so we have to get into the siege tower. Now, the only person I talked to about the siege tower was that mage. We killed a demon for him.
I'm gone. All right.
After that,
All right.
we can't get in here, I think. In its lowered position, this drawbridge would give attackers access from the siege tower to the walls of a city or keep. Yes, but this is an entrance right here. Slave market.
Portal detected.
Portal detected. Really? What do you mean, Nordum? Nordum is staring at his crossbows intently. They are making a variety of clicking noises. First one, then the other, as if conversing. What are you doing with your crossbows? Attention, Nordum required. Nordum turns swivels to you, stutters in mid-path, then reorients himself with a clank. Response to query. Action being performed on crossbows. Submit request for clarification. Null crossbows present. Oh really? What do you call those two clicking things in your hands? Response. Two clicking objects held in opposable digits. Nordum raises his riveted fingers and waves the two crossbows, which suddenly start clicking and twanging as if in irritation. Response. Objects. Gear equals gear spirits. Actually, we know what gear spirits are. I have other questions. Already read that part. I'm curious. I guess we never talked to Nordum actually. I'm curious, Nordum, how did you end up in Rubicon? Nordum chirps. Query requires submitting of chronology. Shall Nordum submit chronology? Yes, I would like to know. Orders received at initiation of Rubicon project. Departure from plane Mechanus, stage 1st. Arrival at destination. Plane Limbo, stage 2nd. Parameters dictated by superior creative director. Shaped matter of plane Limbo to test hypothesis. Rubicon dungeon constructed. Go on. Superior, Director of Create, lost in field test. Chronology disrupted upon achievement of stage 2nd, 3rd stage, disruption. Occurs not part of project directives. What was this field test? Superior, Director of Create field test. Scouting perimeters of Rubicon. Difficult. Dungeon constructs to determine. Variances. Many deviations detected. Errors considerable. Nordham gives a low whine and shuts his eyes with a click. Director of Create not returned from field test. No, because the wizard construct killed him. What happened to him? Citing Rubicon Wizard Megalomaniac Declaration of Freedom. Creative Director encountered error. Rubicon Wizard. Hypothesis. Director discounted strength of error. Sought to correct aberrance in Rubicon Wizard. Result. Director equals nullified. Nulled. Actually, Nordham, Rubicon still has a director. Me. That's what the wizard claimed. So after he was nulled, what happened during the 3rd stage of the project? Rubicon still has a director. Yes, actually it has. I was chosen to be director. Nordham stares at you for a moment in silence, then a slow whir comes from inside his frame and he clicks. You're not certain, but it sounds like something clicked into place. You alright, Nordham?
Updated my journal.
Okay. +1 intelligence, +1 dexterity. Interesting. Status updated. Creative Director now reaffirmed in hierarchy. To your surprise, some of the warbling has gone out of Nordham's voice. It's more leveled, more controlled than it was before. The effect is a little unnerving. Nordham. Out of curiosity, what sort of duties is the Creative Director responsible for, and how much do you have to obey him? A slow tick-tick-tick begins building in Nordham, like a clock about to explode. Response. Responsibilities of Director. A. Integrity maintenance of Rubicon project. 2. Order issuance to Rubicon Battalion Work Group. Period of abeyance in accordance with Nordham's obedience. Until Rubicon project halted. Creative Director equals Nordham's superior. Then I have some orders for you, Nordham. Status awaiting orders. Nordham, I want you to focus on clearing out any excess baggage from your memory and use it to improve your logic and introspection routines. Nordham, I order you to listen to me. I have some things I want to say to you. Why don't you go hostile and attack everyone you can? Do a little dance for me, Nordham. I order you to fall on your face, then get back up. Do a little dance. Nordham, I order you to listen to me. I have some things I want to say. Focus on clearing out any excess baggage for your memory and use it to improve your logic and introspection routines. Okay? I guess. Wow. Affirmatory. There is a moment of silence, then the shutters slowly descend over Nordham's eyes. There is a chick 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 from inside his frame, followed by a low grinding noise. The grinding noise turns into a metal screeching as panels open up in Nordham's sides and excess baggage starts flying out. And you try and catch each piece as it flies out. Okay.
I couldn't carry anymore, so I had to drop it.
This game. What's going on? I was just looking for a portal. Nordum settles for a moment, then his eyes click open. Order processed. Okay, I have some orders for you. Why don't you listen to me? I have some things I want to say to you. Nordum freezes, awaiting talk. Truth. I order you to be more than you can be, Nordum. I order you to become stronger, faster, and more focused than you've ever been. I know you can do this because I believe you can do this. What's this? Okay. Nordum stares at you in silence. His crossbows have also fallen still. Now repeat the following words. I am a strong Modron. I'm a fast Modron. I'm a powerful Modron. My creative director believes in me. I am focused for my director. Come on, repeat it. Oh, I'm giving like a pep talk to my pet robot. Nordum speaks, but his voice no longer carries the metallic wobble you heard before. It is flat, focused, emotionless. I am a strong Modron. I am a fast Modron. I am a powerful Modron. My creative director believes in me. I am focused for my director. Now feel those words, Nordum. Become stronger. Become faster. Become more powerful. Let that energy within you surface and use it to make you Nordum. Nordum continues to stare at you, but you can feel your words taking hold. You can feel just a spark of the energy inside of him. If you can coax it out, bring it to the surface. Come on, Nordum. Strength, speed, power, focus. Oh god. Okay, nice. You upgrade your I upgraded my robot by talking to it, like giving it a pep talk. Nordum. Order processed. Nordum blinks and suddenly settles into himself with a clank. A small wisp of steam rises from one of his vents. His voice seems uncharacteristically deep, like he's speaking from within a huge stove, then resumes its normal tone. Order processed. Well, that worked pretty well. I have some other orders for you. Do a little dance. No. Let's ask something else. Wow. Nordum, what are Modrons? There is a click 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 as Nordum executes a rapid series of blinks, then it chirps. Query, Modron, what is? Define, Modron. I am Modron. Yes, but what is a Modron? Query, Modron, defined, Modron. I am a Modron. Answered. The shutters over Nordum's eyes click. He click closed a few times and his eyes dilate to points. New query, Modron. Well, what is? Define. What is Modron? Modron is Nordum. Backward, Nordum equals Modron. Yes, but... Mort. For the sake of the powers and my sanity, cut it out. He's going to snap a crank if you keep asking him that over and over. That was kind of the idea, Mort. Okay. That's probably right. We shouldn't break Nordum. Yeah, we leveled with the motivational speech. It's crazy. This game. Tell me about Mechanus. Nordum freezes, then slowly the gears in his elbows begin turning in a slow, hypnotic synchronization. Define query, mechanism, plane of order, sense, cause generates effect, predictable, law, logic, regimented, obedience, gears turn, mechanism equals Nordum origin, mechanism equals null home / Nordum. Mechanism, boring in every sense of the word, Chief. Imagine a plane filled with Madrons and big turning gears, and you have the great big boring plane of mechanism. Too many laws, too annoying. A place you wouldn't even want to think about, let alone visit. Fall from grace. More to critique aside, Mechanus is actually a fascinating place. There is no sky there, only great gears that turn in space. They shine light according to their cycles, and the effect is really quite breathtaking. The logic and order of the plane can be relaxing. There's more than enough to do to quell one's boredom, if you know where to go and how to go. Excuse me, Miss Priestess of Piety, but Mechanus is the most boring place in the universe. The only interesting thing about it would be if you visited. Mort rolls his eyes, but I have a feeling even that would lose its charm after a while. Nordum, what did you mean before by null home? Mechanus equals origin point. Source, energy, cannot return to Mechanus, null home. Broke law with existence. Central office for the punishment of offenders awaits in Regulus. Mechanus, origin, null home. Home, null place. What do you mean by source? Source equals energy. All Modrons are part of this. Okay. All Modrons are part of this pool, Chief, kind of like a big bank of energy. When one of them dies, the energy it took to make the Modron is absorbed back into the bank, and the new ones spit out. Thing is, when a Modron goes a little nutty, he kind of cuts that connection, but he keeps a bit of the energy. So, Nordum, this Mechanus is a source of the energy. Affirmatory. Nordum's shutters slide down across his eyes and he whirs to himself for a moment. Then his left eye opens. Piece percentage fraction of source inside Nordum. Energy divided. Link severed. Nordum stutters over the last word and steadies himself. So you've been cut off from the source then. Isn't that painful? Negatory. No pain. Nordum's mouth suddenly bends, forms a semicircle, then turns upside down. Affirmatory. Pain. He clicks. Response deviation. Response is both true and false. Answer is unacceptable. Well, if part of the answer is true, then isn't the answer true? Nordum pauses for a moment. Response deviation, accounted for by definition of pain. No physical breach has been created from separation from source. Nonetheless, operation efficiency parameters have changed, so unknown damage may have occurred, formulating new response. Painful equals unknown. I see. Ever heard of someone named Ravel Puzzle on Nordum? Negatory. Nordum's body begins vibrating, then there's a sharp snap and it stops. Subject of inquiry is not known to Nordum. Right. Let's see all these items and stuff that were thrown on the floor. Portal detected. That's why I talked to him, because he detects a portal here.
I'm gone.
Actually, Mort, you pick that up. Clockwork junk. Regular junk and clockwork junk. At first glance, this appears to be nothing more than a twisted series of metal wires wrapped around a gear, but something about it makes you pause. Somehow it feels different than most of the other junk you come across in your travels, and upon closer examination you realize there's a string of numbers and symbols engraved on both sides of the gear. Identify it. Twisted gear of Enol Eva. Minor artifact. The heavy gear that lies in the middle of this twisted mass of junk holds the last algebraic ruminations of Enol Eva, the recently disintegrated creative director of Rubicon. Inscribed upon this twisted gear is a complex mathematical equation that Modron discovered while attempting to calculate the permutations of the Rubicon maze. It is likely the presence of Limbo had an impact on his thoughts, inspiring the narrow-minded Modron to think of something both brilliant and extremely dangerous. Once calculated, cast, Enol Eva's equation allows all subsequent actions to be doubled or duplicated. During confrontations, all physical or magical attacks are doubled, dealing twice the amount of damage. How it ended up inside Nordum's frame is unknown, but the rogue Modron may have picked it up while gathering wayward items in the Rubicon maze. Cool. So, it sounds like a pretty powerful spell. Oh yeah, we don't have any space. Regular junk. No. Thank you. Cool. Yeah, I guess we're gonna copy this spell.
It's in my spell book.
Let's check that spell out. Has to be a high level spell. Enol Eva's duplication level 5. Lasts for 60 seconds. Spell affects a single target, no saving throw required. When cast, all subsequent attacks, physical or magical, will be duplicated once. For example, after attacking once with a weapon, the attack will be immediately duplicated. Same for spells. Cast a magic missile and immediately afterwards another magic missile spell will launch. Here it says this spell will last for approximately 2 minutes after casting. Well, that is pretty nice. Let's get rid of one of our cone of colds. Should be able to pepper people with spells then. It seems really strong now. Cool. Oh yeah, let's see what happened to Nordum. Nordum seems to have gained at least 2 strength, 1 dex, 1 constitution, and 3 intelligence. Interesting. 1 point of improved hit probability too. So that's pretty cool. But he's talking about the portal here.
What's up?
So maybe actually I need now we have 4 cones instead of 3, effectively, yes. Or we have, if we can call the lightning storm, we have double lightning storm. Which would be pretty nice. Okay.
All right.
Affirmative. Portal detected.
Portal detected.
Awaiting order. Portal detected. Affirmative. Portal detected.
There's definitely something there. But maybe we don't have the item that
I'm
we
gone.
need to
This air's making my skull itch.
I'm gone. I'm gone.
enter it. We talked to someone about the siege tower. I don't remember who it was though. Ah, shadow.
All right.
Not that big of a threat.
I'm gone.
So let's see, Sebastian. Yeah, Sebastian won't talk to us anymore, so we have to... Yeah, How about Korur? Some questions. Can you tell me about the ward? No. Is there anything interesting to see around here? He concentrates for a moment. Well, there's a tower. It seems to come up in the chant a lot. Yes, tell me about the tower. Ha! He laughs, but it soon breaks into coughing. One of the more damnable mysteries of this ward. Here tell it. Simply dumped itself in Sigil one day, many years ago. No idea where it came from, how it got there, or how to get in the damn thing. Takes up space and looks like a sight. All them acid burns, weapon scars. Looks like it's seen a few hundred wars, it does. Yeah. Okay. I'm pretty sure we talked to someone who told us a little bit more about it before. Kina, I don't even... Who are these people? This woman has a yellow caster skin and severe features. Tattoos cover her body and she wears a long blade at her side. Her eyes are like two small black pearls. As you approach her, they follow Dakon's movements. Are these some new people who come here? Before you reach her, Dakon breaks in. I would have you hear me. What is it, Dakon? It is my will that we not speak to this woman. Why not? She is of Zerth. Our wills are crossed blades. We have no common ground. Very well then, we will not speak to her, I guess. Could just... You have my gratitude. Could just leave Dakon outside the party, I guess. Then talk to them. Guild Spur, no.
Your path is mine.
Lenny, do you know anything about Tower? I don't think so. I have some questions. Nope. Well, that was easily resolved. Laborer.
I shall serve.
These crates are beginning to show signs of age.
I shall serve. Your path is mine.
Maybe check my journal, see if I find anything. Yeah, this is when I came into the lower ward. Warned Thorpe that Abishai could only be hurt by magic weapons. Sebastian wanted me to kill an Abishai for him. In return, it will help me with my scars. Killed Grosok the Abishai for Sebastian. Dun, dun, dun. Lothar. Yeah, that was the guy. The Master of Bones. think I hired Hammer's father to build a tomb for me and then killed him. Yes. You know, I do that a lot. I hire people for different tasks and then murder them. It's not nice, but... And the rest of these things are from the clerk's ward. Now every... yeah... Nope. Nothing noted. What was in the door at the bottom of the tower? Nothing, you can't click there, so... But Nordham says there's a portal, so... I trust him. He should know these things. Maybe if I talk to my companions, they can give me some tip. Mort is usually pretty smart. I could use some advice. What do you think we should do next? Well, here's how I see things. Oh, best theme song, by the way. Morts. Go on. Well, Ravel's got maced. Still, there's probably some key and some portal that could take us there, if you still want to go. Yeah, I think I have the portal, actually. Do you know where I can find the portal? Beats me, Chief. There's tons of portals in Sigil. I say try the Fest Hall. I doubt it's there, but one of the sensory stones might have something to say, yeah. No, Mort is trapped in the past.
I'm gone. All right. Done.
So how to get into
I'm gone.
tower? I'm pretty sure someone said something about the tower. Could it have been Shadow?
I'm gone.
Could it have been I wonder. I think I have
Gone.
a faint idea who it might have been, actually.
Hey, don't let the Fiendling get to you, Grace. She's just not as pretty as she'd like to be.
No, she's not pretty. But she might easily be beautiful.
Oh,
I'm gone.
cannot go in that door with a crowd standing outside. I mean this door. This is the marketplace. But I don't think so, actually. I don't think there's any person we want to talk to in there.
Done. Done.
But I got a faint idea of what might actually work. I think I talked to someone
Done.
in the street here, actually. Mentioned something about the tower.
I'm
Or
gone.
wait, you know what?
Done.
No, I know. I remember it.
Done.
We're actually out of time, but I'm just gonna go and confirm my suspicion. And if it proves to be false, well,
I'm gone.
then I'm gonna
Done.
leave us in a cliffhanger.
Done.
Let's see. Warrior
Done.
training.
I'm gone. I'm
I
gone.
think it's actually this guy right here. Whoever he is. Some guy doesn't have that bad haircut. Hope. Eli Havelock. Wasn't it you I talked to? Weren't you talking about? Huzzah! Look who's arrived. Eli shoots your wicked smile. Welcome to my stomping grounds, Cutter. Ready to train? Yes, I am. No. Okay, it wasn't that guy. I was thinking that maybe, you know, since he's a thief. But I do remember something about someone trying to get into the tower. It's not in my journal though. But you know what? Fortunately it's Friday, so I'm gonna have some time to look through my previous sessions and see if I can find whoever it was mentioned the tower. So I'm gonna go back and look at that. But my time slot has closed for today, so I'm going to have to end it here. But hopefully on Monday we're gonna continue this definitely, and hopefully we can get into the siege tower and fix that dream machine. And yeah, I think we have the portal to Ravel's maze, so I think we are in a very good spot to move on in this game. So it's been an excellent week of Planescape for me. 5 consecutive days of playing Planescape. I've had lots of fun. So thanks for joining me this week, and
Time is precious.
yeah, time
Let
is
us
precious.
not squander it here.
And watching Planescape. So yeah, I'm gonna be continuing next week from 7 a.m. Universal Coordinate Time. So
What's the holdup?
I hope you have a really good weekend. I'm just gonna save my game here. And I'll be seeing you next week. So yeah, this is JSP Game signing off for today. See you next week.